Chapter 1. Listening like a child. It is a quiet night again. I sit with my notebook. Today, I don't speak. Today, I listen. I listen like a child. I listen with wonder. I don't try to understand every word. I just let the sounds enter my ears. I let them live in my mind. I let them become part of me. Children learn by listening. Before they speak, they hear thousands of words. They don't worry about grammar. They don't ask about meaning. They just listen. Slowly, their brain learns the patterns. Their ears get used to the sounds. And one day, they speak. I want to do the same. I find a simple English video. I play it. I don't understand everything, but I don't stop. I listen again and again. I hear the words. I hear the rhythm. I hear the music of English. It feels strange, but also beautiful. I close my eyes. I listen to the voice. I imagine the speaker. I imagine the meaning. I guess the emotions. Happy, sad, excited. I try to feel the English, not just understand it. This is how children learn. This is how I will learn. The first time, I understand 10%. The second time, maybe 20%. The third time, more. I don't rush. I don't worry. I enjoy the process. I enjoy the sound. I enjoy the silence between the words. Slowly, the language becomes a friend. I listen when I cook. I listen when I clean. I listen before I sleep. My ears are always learning. Even when my mind is tired, my ears are open. This is the secret. Keep your ears open. Listen like a child. Be patient. Be curious. One day, I hear a sentence, and I understand it. Just one sentence. But it feels like magic. I smile. I repeat it. I say it with the same tone, the same voice, the same feeling. I am not just listening. I am becoming part of the language. That night, I write one line in my notebook. I listened today. I didn't understand everything, but I listened, and that is enough. This is my second step. After speaking alone, I begin to listen with heart. And now, English is not just something I learn. It is something I feel. Chapter 2. Listening like a child. The next day, I wake up with a new question in my mind. I ask myself, how do babies learn a language? They don't read books. They don't learn grammar rules. They just listen all day, every day. They hear their parents. They hear songs. They hear people talk. They don't understand everything, but they still listen. So I decide to do the same. I will learn English like a child. I will listen. I will listen every day. I don't need to understand every word. I just need to hear the sounds, the rhythm, the music of English. I want to train my ears. I take my phone. I search for English podcasts for beginners. I find one called Slow English Stories. The voice is slow and clear. I listen to the first story. It is about a girl who goes to the market. The story is simple. I understand most of it. I smile. I feel good. Then I find another podcast. It is just 5 minutes long. The speaker talks about daily life, eating breakfast, taking the bus, going to work. I listen carefully. I try to repeat some sentences after the speaker. I don't repeat all of them, just the short ones. My voice is soft, but I speak. After that, I go to YouTube. I search for easy English conversations. I find videos where two people speak slowly. One says, "Hello, how are you?" The other says, "I'm fine. Thank you. And you?" I know these words. I pause the video. I repeat the sentence. I say it again and again. I learn a new way to listen. I don't listen like before. I don't listen for fun. I listen for learning. I listen with purpose. I listen with focus. I listen to copy. I listen to understand. I listen to grow. I make a small plan for my day. When I cook breakfast, I play an English audio. I listen while I cut vegetables. I listen while the water boils. I don't look at the phone. I just listen. My hands work, but my ears learn. When I clean my room, I put on another podcast. I listen to how people say things. I notice the words they stress. I hear how their voice goes up and down. I feel the rhythm of English. I don't repeat during cleaning. I just listen and feel. Later, I go for a walk. I take my headphones. I listen again and again. The same story 3 times. Every time, I understand more. I hear something new. I feel proud of myself. Sometimes I don't understand. That's okay. I don't stop. I don't feel bad. I know that even if I don't understand today, my ears are getting stronger, just like a baby. I close my eyes and listen. I don't understand every word, but the voice is calm. The words are soft. My brain listens. My heart listens. I sleep with English in my ears. This is how I learn English now. I listen every day. I don't study. I don't memorize. I don't write. I just listen. Like a child. I listen at breakfast. I listen while walking. I listen when I clean. I listen before sleep. And slowly, something starts to happen. I start to think in English. I start to hear English in my mind. Even when I'm not listening, English becomes a part of my world. If you want to speak English, first learn to listen. If you want to talk well, first listen well. That day, I decide to read every day. Not long stories, not hard books, just easy English. 10 or 15 minutes is enough. The goal is not to finish a book. The goal is to enjoy the words and grow. Next day, I find a story about a girl and her cat. Then I read a story about 2 friends who go shopping. The sentences are easy. The vocabulary is simple. But the stories are full of life. I feel connected. I feel like I'm learning something real. I start to notice something amazing. I see words again and again. The word walk comes in many stories. He walks to school. She walks to the shop. They walk together. Every time I see the word, it becomes stronger in my mind. I don't need to write it down. I don't need to memorize it. I just see it many times, and my brain remembers. This is the power of reading. You learn words in context. You don't just learn one word. You learn the full sentence. You learn how native speakers use it. You learn what words go together. You don't need to ask, "Is this correct?" You already feel it is correct. Sometimes I find a word I don't know. I stop. I open a dictionary. I read the meaning. Then I read the sentence again. Now I understand. I don't write the word. I don't make a list. I just move forward. If I see that word again tomorrow, I will understand it better. I also try to read out loud. I sit in front of a mirror and read the story. I look at my mouth. I listen to my voice. I don't care if I make mistakes. This is not a test. This is a practice. This also helps me with speaking. When I read more, I speak more easily. My sentences come out faster. My words are more natural. I don't pause much. I don't translate from my language. I think in English. Because I read in English. After 1 week, I feel more confident. I read 2 or 3 stories. I enjoy them like movies in my head. I start to guess meanings. I understand more without the dictionary. English feels less like a stranger. It feels like a friend. And now, reading is part of my day. In the morning, I read one short story. In the evening, I read a longer one. Sometimes I read the same story many times. It helps me remember better. I read the same story many times. I read the same story many times. I read the same story many times. It makes me fluent. If you want to practice English at home, start reading. Start with short stories. Choose something simple, something fun, something you enjoy. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about big words. Just read. Make reading a habit. Read every day, even for 10 minutes. Read with your heart. Read with your voice. Read with your mind. And one day, without even trying too hard, you will find that you can speak better, think faster, and understand more. Reading is not just about words. It is about the world, a new world that you can enter with English. Mistakes helped me grow. I made many mistakes when I was learning, but I did not let them stop me. I learned from them and I got better. So don't be afraid of mistakes. They are your best teachers. Enjoy the journey. Lastly, enjoy the journey. Learning English is a journey. It's full of new things to discover. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. The more you enjoy it, the easier it becomes. My joyful learning. When I was learning, I enjoyed every step. I loved learning new words. I loved understanding new stories. Enjoying the journey made it fun, and it helped me learn faster. So enjoy your journey. Make learning English much easier. Surround yourself with English. As we continue on this journey, let's remember another tip. Surround yourself with English. This means trying to be around English as much as you can. Listen to English music, watch English movies, and read English signs. The more you see and hear English, the more you will learn. How I used English around me. I changed the language on my phone to English. At first, it was hard to understand everything, but soon I got used to it. Every time I used my phone, I learned something new. So surround yourself with English. It will help you learn faster. Repeat to remember. Another helpful tip is to repeat. Repetition is very important when learning a new language. When you repeat something, you remember it better. So don't be afraid to go over the same words or sentences again and again. How repetition helped me. I used to repeat words out loud every day. I said them until they became easy to remember. Repeating helped me a lot. It made me more confident. So repeat everything you learn. It will make a big difference. Make learning fun. Sometimes learning can feel boring, but you can make it fun. You can sing songs in English. Singing helps you remember words. Plus, it's a lot of fun. You can also make up little stories with the words you know. This way, learning becomes like a game. My fun learning habits. I used to sing songs in English every morning. It made me happy and ready to learn more. Sometimes I made up funny stories with my new words. This made learning enjoyable. So find ways to make learning fun. It will keep you motivated. Use new words right away. Another tip is to use what you learn right away. When you learn a new word, Try to use it in a sentence. Use it when you talk or write. The more you use it, the better you remember it. Using beautiful. Once I learned the word beautiful, I used it to describe everything. The sky was beautiful. The flowers were beautiful. Even my breakfast was beautiful. Using the word helped me remember it. So always use what you learn. It will help you remember. Take your time. Also, don't rush. Take your time. Learning English is not a race. It's okay to go slowly. It's okay to take breaks. The most important thing is to keep going. Even just one word a day, you are still learning. Slow but steady. I remember when I was learning, I sometimes felt like I wasn't moving fast enough. But then I realized every little bit counts. Every new word was progress. So don't rush. Take your time and enjoy the process. Keep a journal. It's also good to keep a journal in English. Write about your day, your thoughts, or even your dreams. You practice your English every day. When you do a little every day, you are not only getting better, you are also building strong habits. These habits help you move forward, even on days when you don't feel very strong. Now let's talk about motivation. Many people say, I will study when I feel motivated, or I will exercise when I feel like it. But here's the truth. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited and ready to work, but on other days you feel tired or bored. That's normal. Motivation is like the weather. It changes. Sometimes it's sunny and sometimes it's cloudy. You cannot wait for perfect weather to go outside. In the same way, you cannot wait for motivation to take action. This is where consistency becomes your best friend. Consistency stays, even when motivation leaves. It's about doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's about keeping your promise to yourself. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation to do it. You just do it every day because it's a habit. That's how you want to treat your goals too. Make them part of your day. Make them a habit. And that habit will take you far. Let me share a simple story. There was a man who wanted to improve his English. He was very busy with work and family, but he decided to listen to English podcasts every morning for just 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes. Some people told him that's not enough, but he continued. Day after day, week after week. He listened while walking, while cooking, or while cleaning. After a few months, his listening got better. He started understanding more words and sentences. Later, he started speaking with more confidence. He didn't study for hours. He was just consistent. That's what made the difference. You see, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Show up for your goals every day, even in a small way. If you miss a day, it's okay. Just come back the next day. Don't quit. Don't say, I failed. I will try again. Because one small action each day is more powerful than one big action once in a while. So remember this. Consistency is stronger than motivation. Small actions build strong results. If you want to grow in English or in life, don't wait for the perfect time. Start today, keep going tomorrow, and believe that your small steps will lead to big success. That's the real power of consistency. Consistency is not just a good habit. It's a life-changing one. It's a life-changing one. Consistency is not just a good habit. When you are consistent, you give yourself the chance to improve, grow, and succeed. Improve, grow, and succeed. Let's explore the many wonderful benefits of being consistent, not only for learning English, but also for your personal life. First of all, consistency helps you improve your skills and make real progress. Think about any skill you want to learn: reading, writing, speaking English, cooking, driving, or playing the guitar. No one becomes great at these things in just one day. Improvement happens slowly, step by step. When you practice a skill every day, even for a short time, you get better. Your brain learns better. Your hands move faster. Let me ask you, what did you do yesterday? What did you do the day before? And what are you planning to do tomorrow? Still nothing? Still the same? Still waiting for someday? That someday will never come. It's a lie. Your dreams don't care about your excuses. The world doesn't care about your reasons. Only your results matter. Solution: start valuing your hours like gold. Write down your daily plan. Focus on one thing that will push your life forward. Cut 1 hour of social media every day. Use it to read, learn, or grow. Time is your friend only if you respect it. Otherwise, it becomes your biggest enemy. Lesson 2. Stop blaming and start building. Your life is your responsibility. Not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not your government. You. Only you. You. People waste years crying about what they didn't get. I didn't go to a good school. My family doesn't support me. I don't have the money. I don't have talent. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Do you know who wins in life? The person who says, I don't care what I didn't get. I'll create something from nothing. Look around you. The most powerful people in this world. Many of them had nothing. No money, no support, no guidance. But they had one thing: the decision to change everything. Example: think about someone like Oprah Winfrey, born in poverty, abused as a child. Today, a billionaire and one of the most respected people in the world. She didn't sit and cry. She didn't blame. Accept your story, but don't be a victim. Say this every day: I'm responsible for my life. Write your problems on paper, then write one solution for each. No matter how small. You are not weak. You are not unlucky. You are just not using your power. Your comfort zone is a trap. You wake up, check your phone, eat something, watch videos, scroll Instagram, maybe study a little, sleep again, repeat. It feels easy. It feels relaxing. But do you know what's happening? You are dying slowly. From the inside. Your comfort zone is killing your dreams silently. Because there is no growth in comfort. All success lives outside of it. You want to speak fluent English? Even if you make 100 mistakes, you want to start a business, then start. Even if you fail the first 10 times, but most people never start because they're scared to feel uncomfortable. They're afraid of failure, afraid of embarrassment, afraid of people laughing. Let them laugh. Let them doubt you. But you keep moving. Imagine a seed. If it stays under the soil, it will grow, become something powerful. You're the same. Solution: do something uncomfortable every day. Speak English even if you're scared. Join that class. Apply for that job. Post that video. Fail proudly. Fail loudly. But fail forward. Because nothing great ever came from staying safe. Lesson 4. "I'll do it later" is the biggest lie you're telling yourself. Let me be brutally honest with you. If you are someone who keeps saying, "I'll do it later," then understand this truth. You are lying to yourself. And the more you lie, the more you destroy your own life. Quietly, slowly, and permanently. "I'll do it later" is the voice of laziness. It is the voice of fear. It is the voice of your weaker self trying to trap you. It doesn't mean "I will do it later." It actually means "I don't want to do it at all." Look around you. The people who win in life are not the ones who say later. They are the ones who say now. Right now. This second. They act, even if they're not ready, even if they're scared. They act because they know later becomes never. You keep saying you want to learn English. Then do it now. You keep saying you'll exercise. Start a side hustle, read a book, fix your sleep, meditate. And when does that later come? Next week? Next month? Next year? Time is not your slave. It doesn't wait for you. You don't get a message saying your time is over. It just ends. And you will be left with one thing: regret. The worst pain in this world. Example: I started that YouTube channel 2 years ago. You didn't. Why? Because of fear. Because you said later. Now someone else is doing it. Someone else has your dream. And you sit there watching their videos thinking, "That could have been me." Solution: set a timer. 10 minutes. Whatever it is, start it now. Stop overthinking. Tell yourself this: if I don't do it now, I probably never will. And just begin. Not perfect, just begin. One action now is better than 100 perfect plans for later. Lesson 5. Stop thinking. Start doing. Your mind is your best friend and your worst enemy. And for most people today, their mind is their cage. Why? Because they think too much and do nothing. You want to start a business. You think about it for months. You want to speak in English. You think about speaking, watch videos, take notes, but never speak. You want to go to the gym. You plan the routine, buy the clothes, download the app, but never actually go. Overthinking is destroying your life. You think so much that you become tired before even starting. You imagine the failure before even trying. You write the story of defeat before even playing the game. And that's why you stay stuck. Thinking is important, but only for a short time. After that, it becomes fear. And fear is a liar. You don't need to know everything to begin. You just need to begin. You want to improve your English? Don't just watch motivational videos. Start speaking. Start writing. Start listening every day. Speak in front of the mirror. Record your voice. Make mistakes. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect English. You just need to do. Example: imagine a guy who wants to learn swimming. He reads books on swimming, watches 50 videos, buys the best swimsuit, and talks to swimmers, but never jumps into the water. Learn, number. You're doing the same with your dreams. Solution: think for 10 minutes, then act for the next 10 hours. Build momentum. Let action become your habit. Shut down your mind and let your hands move. Let your legs move. Let your life move. Because success doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing. Lesson 6. Be that guy. Not the lazy one. Not the one who complains. Not the one who always gives up. Be the guy who does what others don't. Be the guy who wakes up early when others are sleeping, who studies when others are partying, who speaks when others are scared, who believes when others laugh, who keeps going when others quit. Be the guy who inspires without saying a word. Not everyone will believe in you. That's okay. Not everyone will support you. That's okay. You support you. You believe in you. People will doubt you. They will say, "You've changed." Let them. You're not here to stay the same. You're here to grow, to evolve, to become the man who doesn't need validation, because his success speaks for him. In every family, in every group of friends, there's always that one person who becomes something big, the one who proves everyone wrong. Why not you? Why do you think success belongs to someone else? Why not you? Solution. Every morning ask yourself, what would a disciplined man do today? Then do that. Dress like success. Talk like success. Walk like success. Don't tell people your plans. Show them results. Be that guy who people talk about. You years later, because you changed everything. It's consistent. How to stay consistent? Start small. Don't try to do too much at once. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day is enough. Make a routine. Set a fixed time for your practice. For example, practice English every morning. Track your progress. Keep a small notebook or use an app to track your daily progress. Stay motivated. Remind yourself why you started. Imagine how good you will feel when you improve. Be patient. Results take time. Trust the process and keep going. Consistency is the secret to success. No matter what goal you have, learning English, getting fit, or improving a skill, small repeated actions will lead to big results. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up every day and doing your best. So, if you want to improve your English or anything else, don't wait for the perfect moment. Practice a little every day and stay consistent. You will see amazing results. The science behind consistency. How are habits formed? Habits are actions that we do repeatedly until they become automatic. When we first start something new, our brain has to work hard to focus. But the more we repeat them, the easier it becomes. This happens because of a process in our brain called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt. Inside our brain, there are billions of tiny connections called neurons. When we repeat an action, these neurons form pathways. The more we repeat the action, the stronger the pathway becomes. Just like a trail in the forest that becomes clearer, the more people walk on it. For example, when you first learn to ride a bicycle, it feels difficult. You have to think about balancing, pedaling, and steering all at the same time. But after practicing many times, your brain strengthens the connections, and riding a bike becomes automatic. The same thing happens when learning a language, playing a sport, or building any new habit. Repetition strengthens neural pathways. The brain works like a muscle. The more we use it in a certain way, the stronger it gets in that area. Each time we repeat an action, we are strengthening the neural pathways in our brain. This is why consistency is key. If we stop practicing, those pathways weaken and we start to forget what we learned. Think of a dirt road. If cars drive on it every day, the road becomes smooth and clear. But if no one uses it for months, grass starts growing and the road disappears. Our brain works the same way. The more we practice, the easier things become. The compound effect. Small daily improvements lead to big success. There is a powerful idea called the compound effect, which means that small daily improvements add up to huge success over time. Even tiny progress, when repeated every day, leads to amazing results in the long run. Imagine putting just $1 in a savings account every day. It doesn't seem like much at first, but after a year, you will have $365. After 10 years, you will have $3,650. And if you keep going, your money will grow even more. The same idea applies to learning. If you learn just one new word in English every day, after a year, you will know 365 new words. After 5 years, you will have learned 1,825 words, which is enough to have great conversations. Success doesn't happen overnight. It comes fast, from small daily actions that build over time. Real-life examples of consistency leading to success. Athletes, the best athletes in the world, don't become champions overnight. They practice every single day, even when they don't feel like it. A basketball player who shoots 100 free throws every day will become much better than someone who only practices once a month. Successful entrepreneurs. Business leaders like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos didn't build their companies in one day. They worked on their ideas every day, improving little by little, learning from mistakes, and staying consistent for years. Language learners. Imagine two people learning English. Person A studies for 30 minutes every day, while person B studies for 5 hours once a month. Even though person B studies for a long time in one session, they forget most of what they learned because they don't practice often. But person A, who studies every day, will improve much faster because of consistent repetition. Why most people struggle with consistency. Many people give up too soon because they don't see fast results. But consistency is like planting a tree. In the beginning, you don't see much happening. But if you keep watering it every day, it will slowly grow into a strong tree. The problem is that people stop watering their tree before it has a chance to grow. To stay consistent, remember, progress is slow at first, but it will add up over time. Don't focus on perfection. Focus on showing up every day,